Brent, you want to lead us off?
Just talk about tactically how you guys approach that game.
Yeah, I mean, I think we wanted to be able to dictate the game with the ball. So we wanted to make sure that we had numbers centrally, good with our wingers. I think Mackenzie Gaines caused us some problems in the first half, so we switched Dewan and Polster in the second half. So kind of matched speed with speed, and I think that helped tremendously. And I just thought in the second half we were better being braver with the ball, bringing some loose balls down instead of just keeping them alive and 50-50 balls, and that composure helped us kind of settle the game down and to put more pressure on them and create more chances and control the game with possession.
We'll go Hayden, then Caroline.
What'd you make of Tomas Chanclay's performance tonight?
Yeah, I think he's getting better every day, and I thought today was another solid performance by him where he shows signs of being very dangerous. Obviously no goals, but a guy that works tremendously hard, puts pressure on the back line of opponents, and I think he's a bright spot for us.
Caroline, we'll go Seth.
What would you say impressed you most tonight, and how big of a moment does that winning goal feel and potentially kickstart in the season?
Yeah, I think that's it, the resilience. You know, obviously we've been through a lot. We've given up late goals. Just finding a way to get the result tonight is the thing that impressed me the most, because it would be, pretty easy for this group at this point, given the way some games have gone, to maybe to, put their heads down, and they kept fighting.
Seth?
Can you talk about the performance of Noel Buck on the goal? And have you noticed any rise in confidence since he played with the U19 English team?
Noel's always been confident, as long as I've known him. That's never been lacking with him. But yeah, certainly that, I'm sure that was, a big step in his career, having that opportunity. But yeah, Noel's been a guy that, give him a chance to shoot, he usually hits the target. And it was just a great sequence of quick little small passes to free him up, and he took it well.
Sam?
And it is kind of a milestone for you, just getting your first win. Obviously, I know it's important for the team, but just what does it mean to you to finally get that?
Yeah, look, a little bit selfless for me. I think great, but I'm just here to help the team be successful at this point. And I think more importantly, just we needed the win as a team. And I think for the players, getting over that hump was big.
Jeff?
Dave gives you so much on the back end. How nice is it to see him get that reward as well with a game winner?
Yeah, he was actually just commenting. I know he scored recently, but he hadn't scored a goal in like 20 years. So to have two in some recent games is pretty special. And yeah, when you can get goals off set pieces, whether it's the first phase or second phase, it's always helpful.
Just a couple of questions about availability. Ian Harkes was on the bench, but then he wasn't. What's going on with them? And also, Vasilic didn't make an appearance on the bench. Are you a little surprised that he didn't come in more fit to training camp here?
Yeah, so with Ian, I think, he had something that was just lingering and kind of had to be pulled because of that. And then with Tomas, I think, he's a professional. He hasn't played in a while, and we're just trying to get him up to speed as it relates to, being game fit and game ready.
A couple more, we'll go back to Sam.
And also, Gustavo Bo was able to get some minutes for the first time in a little bit. Just overall, his performance and just how he's progressing fitness-wise.
Yeah, I mean, I think you see at the end, he can be dangerous. He can cause some problems, and I think he's a guy that we have to rely on down the stretch, and will be big for us. And we wanted to make sure that we found a way to get him some minutes tonight to work it back in.
Okay, take one or two more, go to Hayden.
Mark Anthony Kay, I think he had the assist on Noel's goal, but just kind of what does he add in terms of not just defensively, but also in possession for you?
I think tonight, he was hard in his tackles. He was around the ball, covered a lot of ground, and won some aerial duels as well. So I think for me, that's first and foremost in that role, very important. And then as we think about with the ball, he's a link for us and can help us dictate the tempo of the game with the ball. And I think he as the game wore on, he got better with that.
Anything else? All right, we'll wrap up the set here.
Oh, so you've been trying this inverted left back, and you switched at halftime. It seemed like that made a big difference in the game. Where do you stand on that idea, the inverted left back? And do you think the players are more, comfortable playing Dwan on the left and Matt Poster on the right?
I think it's about matchups. Obviously, the matchup tonight with a very speedy winger with Charlotte, they were trying to pick on Matt a little bit, so we just decided to flop it, and Matt can still come inside from the right side. So left, right doesn't matter. I mean, just that idea of adding another number is all we're looking to do.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, guys.